Okay, good morning. It is July 13th. It is almost 11 a.m. and you see I'm still in my pajamas. I haven't gotten dressed yet, but I'm getting ready to now. But I just want to come on really fast and give you all an update on the refrigerator that I purchased last week. Um, because I said I was going to give you all an update. So I said, let me get on here and do this real fast before I start my day. I am off today. I go back to work tomorrow. I work the next 5 days. I am doing 8.5 hour days. We had to let somebody go. So we're kind of like trying to cover the shift for that. So I told her I would help out, and I'm going to be doing 8.5 hour days, and then I'll have the 19th and 20th off. Um, but the refrigerator, I did go ahead and I looked to see if my husband did a separate shut off valve for the water for the ice maker, and he didn't. Um, I had a feeling he didn't because I think I did ask him, and I think he said he didn't do it. So uh, that morning, as I checked, I went and got on the phone because I was going to go ahead and order the ice maker and spend another 150 plus tax and everything. And as I was on the phone talking with the voice recorder, they had my number information. Um, they wanted to know where I wanted to be directed, and I said customer service. And as before they directed me to the customer service, they informed me, the voice recorder informed me that my order was canceled. And let me tell you, I was having buyer's remorse when I bought this refrigerator. I was really regretting spending that kind of money right now on a new refrigerator when I really don't want to get a new one. I'd rather just go get a used refrigerator, maybe last a few years or so until I move. So I was having buyer's remorse, and it's like something was telling me I shouldn't be getting it. So when I heard that they were going to that they canceled it, I'm like, well, why they cancel it? Um, Hi, popcorn. I'm just giving y'all a quick update on the refrigerator. Um, I had to go and I was going to have to order. Yeah, it was very weird because I was like, I was ready to fork out the money for the refrigerator. Plus, I was going to go and get a ice maker put in because my husband did not put a shut off valve separately to the water line that goes to the ice maker. Um, he has it in the back on the bottom part because had to pull out my wash machine, and I have a shut off valve for the wash machine, the water for that, but I don't have a separate line shut off valve for the ice maker. So, and I believe he did tell me that he didn't put one in. It's just I couldn't remember. But I'm glad I looked because I was going to go order it. But I was, like I said, I was having buyer's remorse. So I called to order it, and I was going to go ahead and get the ice maker. And then that's when I was informed that my order was canceled. And I'm thinking, okay, well, why would they cancel it? Because I paid for it, and I'm getting ready to fork out another $150 for an ice maker. So I talked to the lady. She said she wasn't sure, that she was going to go look into it, and then she was going to call me back. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I said, like I said, I have to get an ice maker now because I don't have a separate shutoff valve for the ice maker, and I have to get a refrigerator with an ice maker. And she's like, okay, well, let me look and see what happened, why it was canceled, and I will get back to you. I'm like, okay, just let me know. It took her probably about an hour, maybe two, and she finally got back to me. She called me, and she said that it wasn't on my part. The money went through. They took the money out of my account because of course, I checked my account, and they took the money out of my account, so it was already paid for. She said it was on their part. They were having problems all day with the orders not being complete, not going through, even though they took the money out, it was on their part. And I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, well, since that happened, I'm not going to go ahead and get it now because my refrigerator was still there. I would have to go back to them and pay another $771. Got mind you, my the money wasn't back in my account yet. It's going to take a couple of days. And I just told the lady, look, I got rent I need to pay. I cannot fork out that money right now. And I said, maybe it's telling me not to get it because something was just telling me, don't get it, Lisa. And it's like I said, I was having buyer's remorse of spending that kind of money. I don't want to have to fork out that kind of money for a new refrigerator when I'm hoping that I can move in a few years. That's my goal. Give me a few more years here. If I can get away without getting a few more years and get out of here faster, I would love that too. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. So I just went ahead and said, I'm just going to cancel the whole thing. I'm not going to fork out another 771 and then 150 to get the ice maker. And I said, no, I'll just wait and I'll just keep looking. It took a couple of days for it to go back. And I asked her, I said, will it go back onto my account? And I said, it's going to take a couple of days, right? And she goes, yes. It did go back onto my account. So right now I'm trying to get somebody. I asked a guy that does my grass, does he know anybody that does plumbing? Because I need to get the ice maker disconnected. Get the shutoff valve and get it disconnected. And I said, hopefully it won't cost me an arm and a leg. And then I asked my friend that I had at work, I gave him the food. He came in and I said, do you know anybody that does plumbing? And I told him the situation that my refrigerator is down. The freezer part's still working, but I need to get the ice maker disconnected. My husband, I said, did not put a separate shutoff valve for the ice maker unless I want to turn off the water to my wash machine, which I don't think I want to touch that. It's PC pipe. And when I touched it to try to turn it, it was like a little, I'm afraid I'm going to break the pipe because it's PC pipe plastic. And it's been like that for years. And it was, getting a little, well, I don't want to touch that because if I turn it too hard, I might crack the pipe and I have a leak. So I didn't want to touch it. So I'm waiting. He said his son does plumbing, and I'm waiting to get to talk to him again when I go back to work and I see him. I'll ask if he talked to his son. I said, I really don't have a lot of money, but all I just need is somebody just to shut my water off to my ice maker, and then I can get it out of here, and then I can go buy me a little cheap one, go to the market or something, and buy a cheap one. I could even get a cheaper one on Facebook Market. I seen one there. It was in Stanford, Virginia. I think it was something like the size I had. It even had an ice maker in it. I just don't have no way of getting it. And it was $125. So, I can get one. I just need somebody to help me go pick it up, bring it into the house, and do it that way. Now, I just looked at on Lowe's, and they're having a little sale, and they have a smaller refrigerator for $3.99. Now, I would think about getting that because all I need is something small. But like I said, right now I'm just waiting because I need to get the ice maker, like you said, capped off. Yes, they can. I do know where the shutoff valve, Patrick, for the water to my house. I know where that's at, and that's what's going to have to be done. Um, I mean, they can try to shut the water off by the wash machine if they don't crack the PC pipe. Like I said, it's old. It's been there for a while, and that's my concern. That's why I didn't do it because it's been there for a while, and I don't want to turn it too hard and have it cracked because the pipe is a little old. But if I can get a plumber in here that's not going to charge me an arm and a leg, we can definitely turn off the water at the main shutoff valve and then do it that way because I have to go. It's in the way back there in my storage room. I would have to clean a little area to get to it because it's a mess back there. So that's the update with the refrigerator. I don't have one yet. My freezer part is still working good. I put my ice thing tray back in there. I'm getting ice. It's not perfect, and I am getting the ice build up in the back because it's not keeping the bottom part of it cold. But I can scrape that off every now and then. It's as long as I have a freezer for Butthead, and he's still using the mini freeze. He has a shelf in the mini refrigerator, and he uses part of that, and I use the rest. Um, right now, I told him what was going on. I said that my landlord's not replacing it because I brought the appliance in when I moved in, so I'm responsible for it. And I right now I can't afford to go buy a brand new refrigerator because I don't want to buy a brand new refrigerator if I'm only going to be here a few 2 to 3 more years, if that. So I want a used refrigerator, but the problem is getting the refrigerator. I can probably get a guy that I know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get charged. He's the one that cleaned the outside of the yard and got all that stuff out of the yard. I could probably call him and have him take that away, but I have to get the ice maker disconnected first before I can do that. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I'm not in no hurry. I have two big freezers full of food, and I have my little mini refrigerator that I'm using. I just can't do any prep meals right now because I have no place to store it, which I'm fine with that. I'm not a big cooker anymore like I used to be, but it would be nice if I can prep some food to take to work so I don't have to keep buying food there and wasting my money. But I do have some TV dinners that I could also take. So I'm okay. I'll just, take one day at a time and we'll see what happens. Oh, no, he didn't. And I just went to the store yesterday. He could still use the freezer part because I told him that's still working for right now. So if he buys any freezer food, like that's what he usually does, he gets freezer food. He could use that because I don't want him in my big refrigerators, my big freezers, because it's none of his business what I have in that. No, he hasn't gone. He hasn't gone home. He could use the upright refrigerator because the freezer is still working. Yeah, it's that part's still working. Just the fan part. I could also check to see how much it would cost to replace the fan, but I'm probably sure it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Plumbers. Yep, the freezer is still working. I got my ice pan back in there making ice. It's just the bottom part. The fan broke to blow the cold air down, and I'm surprised it lasted this long because I remember it was making weird noises. And I'm like, I think my refrigerator's get ready to go. And it finally did. But like I said, it still works. Just the fan to blow the cold air down broke that one out. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Well, I'm not sure how much it will cost to get that fixed. I'm probably sure they have to go buy a new motor fan. And then just the parts, labor, and everything it probably costs you a few $100s, if not more. If I'm going to spend out that much, I might as well go get that $400 little refrigerator I seen at Lowe's and have them deliver it. But I have to get the ice maker disconnected first before I can get that. So just trying to find somebody to disconnect my ice maker. It's a pain in the butt, but I'll figure it out. I mean, like I said, it still works. And I had the mini refrigerator, and he comes home and that's all he has is his drinks. It's not like he buys a lot of food because I think he eats out a lot, but he does buy frozen stuff, and he can put that in the freezer. And I did tell him that the freezer is still working. As if you need to get something, just don't buy a lot. Buy like for a few days or so, whatever. But just don't buy a lot because right now I don't know how long that freezer is going to work. And when it goes out, it's not my really concern. I'm not going to worry too much about it because he hardly buys stuff anyway. He hardly ever buys food here. He doesn't do nothing. This is the laziest guy I ever seen. He is just so lazy. I mean, he takes the trash out for me. Hoo-hoo. That was something I was doing anyway. So he's just lazy. He didn't come home until, I think, almost 10. Didn't say nothing to me. which I'm fine by that. You don't need to talk to me, and I don't need to talk to you today. I wasn't in the mood to talk to his ass anyway. And he just put his stuff in the refrigerator, like he had some drinks, and I think he had to go back outside to get something. Then he went in his room and stay there, and I didn't see him at all. So I'm not worried too much about him. Sorry if I'm itching. I haven't taken my allergy medicine in probably a few days, and my skin is very itchy. And this is a burn. This is from the oven at work. The sucker gets very hot. Yeah, we had this convention oven, whatever they call it, and I accidentally touched it when I was putting some food in it, and it burns you pretty good, as you see. I had this one here that's starting to heal. Now I got another one. It's good. Yeah, I was doing some of my exercises yesterday because it was a little tender, and I said because I need to start doing more of my exercises. It's me. I don't want to do nothing on my days off. I just want to sit home. I did go out, like I said. I went to the store yesterday to Food Line. I went out and had dinner at what's it called, Hong Kong or something. It's like a Asian food, American food together. It's really good. I went there and I ate. And then I went to Food Line. I did really good at Food Line. I got what I needed. The only extra thing I got was I wanted some root beer. I was in a mood for root beer. And I had to get the 2 liter bottles. They had them on sale, I think 3 for $5. So I got 3 big bottles of that. And they're sitting on my table. I'm not worried about putting them in the refrigerator because my refrigerator is too small. And I got some half a gallon of milk. I got the one that lasts longer. Root beer and grape soda are my favorites. But if I had to pick, I would probably pick root beer because I think that's my number one. I love root beer. But my second choice would be grape soda, and I think I have some grape soda in the back. Oh no, I hate ice cream soda. I know it's weird because I love root beer. I do not like root beer floats. That's so nasty. When I want to eat ice cream, I want ice cream. I want to taste the ice cream, not root beer. Yeah, a lot of people love the A&W root beer floats. Yeah. I don't know. Did I get A&W? I don't think I got the A&W, but I can't remember which one it was. Oh, I can't. I don't know what it is. I don't like ice cream soda. Everybody said, ew, how can you not like it? I said, everybody has different tastes. I'm not a big fan of root beer floats. I've never have been. But other than that, I mean, I love root beer and I love ice cream. I just don't like them together. But that's all, guys. I mean, there is not anything else going on. The guy at work, he got let go. Too many points. And I have to do 8.5 days, 8.5 hours. And then my next day off will be the 19th and the 20th. And then I asked my ex-husband if he could take me to the eye doctors. I have an eye doctor's appointment August 11th. I don't know if I told y'all. I might have told y'all last time, but I have an appointment August 11th. And I asked him if he would take me just in case they want to dilate my eyes. Because last time they did. And I had to make a second appointment to have somebody else drive me. And that's when I asked my daughter. And that was like over 2 years ago. Maybe 3. It's been a while since I had my eyes done. Do you like that guy? No. He was a very rude guy. When I came back, he asked one of my coworkers if he can borrow some money. And she checked her balance, didn't have it, and said something to him. And I'm like, speaking up, I said, why don't you ask me? Because I had money. And I said, what'd you need? He says, I just need $20. And I said, oh. I said, I can loan you $20. No problem. Yeah, he was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with my eyes. They're overdue to get checked. I think it's probably been 3 years. And I know these are my computer glasses for seeing close up, but my other glasses, these are the bifocals for near and far sighted. And I noticed I can't see as good with these. I have to go up like this. So I'm due. I am way due to get a new set of glasses. I know that my eyes have changed. So I'm just going to go get my eyes done, and I asked my ex-husband to take me just in case they want to dilate my eyes because they did it last time. Other than that, I'm good. Oh, so what happened with the $20? I loaned him the $20, and he said he'll pay me back next pay day, and we get paid every 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. And 2 weeks pay came, and I never seen my money. And I asked him, what's going on? I said, do you have my $20? And he was, oh yeah, no, I am short this week because he was trying to get a car on the road. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want to wait till next pay, just that's no problem. I said, just let me know, say, hey, I don't have it this time. I'll get you next time. I said, I don't have any problem. Next time came, same story. Didn't have the money. I said, okay, I'll get you next time. No problem. It's only $20. I never received that $20. He never paid me. He borrowed money from another coworker, a lot more, to help because he helped him get his car on the road, and he never seen his money neither. Um, he was very kind of rude. He could be a nice guy when he wants to be, but he was rude. If he was pissed off at you, he would not speak to you. And that's what it was with me because he came in one day. He ordered 2 spicy chickens online and came in and he was up paying for them. And I was at the register and I rung him up and he got his normal discount um, where they take off a percentage. Now, if you're on the clock, you get 50% off. He wanted me to give him his EE on duty, which, you're on duty, you're working discount, which is 50%. And I'm like, well, you're not working, you're not on the clock. And he just looked at me like shocked that I didn't do it, turns around and walks out. So I said, okay. And I thought he was going to come back. I thought he was supposed to work that night, but it turned out he was off that day, but he was expecting to get his employee discount on duty while he wasn't working. And they had to do some investigating because he was doing that all the time. I think he was ordering food while he was working but not paying for it. Yeah, so they finally had to let him go because he pointed out, don't pay back. I had $20. So much. Yeah, it is very petty. And then after that, I did say something to my boss, the manager of the store. I let her know what happened, that situation, and we had to start keeping an eye on them. And there was one time that another employee gave him that discount when he wasn't on the clock, and they had to investigate it. And then she had to talk to the person and tell her that you do not do that. You do not give an employee who is not on the clock the EE on duty. You don't do it. So he finally pointed out, they sent his points up to corporate, and corporate got back to us Tuesday, and we had to let him go. So, yep, he is no longer with us, and good riddance. It's 50% off. If you're not on the clock, you get 10% off. Yeah, but if you are on the clock, it's 50% off of the food sheets items that they do. Yeah, it is. And he was expecting to get that when he didn't even work that day. And I just looked at him. I said, well, you're not on duty. I can't give you that discount. You have to be on the clock to get that discount. And like I said, he just gave me this look and he turned around and he walked out. And I'm like, oh, I thought maybe he was going out to get some money. No, he never came back. So we had to wind up throwing that food away. So, and that's when I let my boss know that would happen. And they just started keeping an eye on him, and he was doing it a lot. We do, yes. There is a little eat-in restaurant now. At first, when I worked there, we didn't have it, but we got the remodel 2 years ago, and they put a little restaurant area in it now. And it's nice. It is very nice. And we finally got the AC in the back fixed because our AC went out. We had it was burning the belt. so we had to turn it off because that was when it was burning the belt. The smoke alarms were going off, and we had to turn off the AC in the back, and it finally got fixed. So that's good. But now everything is working so far. I don't know. I have to go back, and when I go back into tomorrow, I see if the front part of the AC went out or not because I opened the door and was letting the AC overgo. I got a little lecture from my boss about that. Yeah, and I had to apologize. That was my bad because I opened. We have we call those doors like a kitchen door, and I propped it open, and she didn't want it open. I'm not realizing that I can burn out the AC in the front part, not realizing it, and I almost burned it out. They have to fix that. They had to get a part for it because it got down to 40%. And then we had our meeting Tuesday. I think she was said it was up to 50 to 60%. Um, and then hopefully the part will come in that they need to replace it. And I still, if anything else happens, I will probably have to answer to my district manager because it was my fault. I did it. If I have to get another job, I got to get another job. But I don't think they probably write me up if it gets like where they have to replace the whole unit because I think she said it was like $15,000 for that whole AC unit. I hope they don't have to. I think they wanted to get a part and they were waiting for the part to come back in. Well, the part to come in. I think we should be okay. Yeah, listen to your boss when she tells you keep the door closed. Yeah, I definitely had to apologize and so I just didn't think about it. I did. It just didn't click that I would be overworking the one AC and that can go down. But hopefully, when I go back tomorrow, everything is good. I haven't heard anything bad, so everything should be good. But for that guy, yeah, they had to. I think he worked Tuesday night, and then my boss had to call him because we're not allowed to do it in person anymore. I guess he must have had an incident. So she had to call him and let him know that he was terminated. The back AC was. The front part wasn't. And that's why she wanted to keep the door closed. But when you don't have an AC and in a closed area, and this is where we have our sink, yeah, it was a musty odor, and I didn't think about it. So I would open the door when she leaves and prop it open, and it was open all weekend long. None of my other managers said a thing about it or closed it or nothing. It was propped open, but she checked camera to see who did it, and I was the one who did it. So, yeah, but nobody else said anything. None of my assistant manager didn't say nothing. Left it open, but it's okay. I was my fault. I did it. I propped it open, and they left it open all weekend. Yeah, we were trying to get some cool air in the back part. That's where the office and stuff is, and where we keep our storage. And the front part is where the main part is, where we have the kitchen and registers and the shelves and everything. And the front AC was overworking, and they had to get a part for it. And they were waiting for the part to get in. It was still working, but there was a chance that it could break, and they would have to get a whole unit. I haven't heard anything, so I'm thinking it's okay. Yeah, that's what I said. The assistant managers should have also, because they knew that she wanted it closed and kept closed, and they didn't say nothing. I didn't realize that she wanted it. I mean, I knew she wanted it closed, but I didn't know the reason why that she wanted it kept closed. I don't know if they did or not, neither. So I don't know. I just thought she just wanted to keep it closed because of the smell that was coming, not realizing that we could overwork the front part of the AC and blow that up, and then we wouldn't have AC at all. But they should be getting it fixed because that was Tuesday. She told me that our guy who comes out and fix stuff he ordered the part and it should take a couple of days and he'll come back and change it. But she said when I talked to her the first time when she told me it was Monday, and I apologized. I said I was sorry. I didn't realize that I was overworking the AC in the front part of the office building, And I said I was sorry. I just did not realize it. Just didn't dawn on me. I swear I think I had brain fog. It's like the older I'm getting, my memory is just in like easy stuff. Sometimes I just can't think of it. She was talking about a guy that we work with, Jaden, and I could not for the life of me think who in the hell he was. And she goes, "Come on, Lisa," and I'm like, and I really just did not know. And then finally it hit. I'm like, "Oh, Jaden." I don't know. I guess old age is not liking me, and I'm getting what do they call it, fog? Yeah, my I'm just getting brain fog, but I'll be okay. I haven't spoken to my daughter to tell you the truth. As far as I know, she's okay. I seen a post on Facebook. Her I did tell you that she has snakes, and her snakes had eggs, and she posted a picture of their hatching. One of them hatched. I mean, good luck with that. That's all I gotta say. Good luck with that. I just I don't like snakes. I don't really want to be around snakes. If that's what she likes and that's what she wants to get into, go for it. Yeah, that's what I'm like. No, and she's trying to have like make something out of make money out of it. Having snakes, so they're hatching. Yeah, I Patrick also because I'm just getting older. Yeah, it's like I don't know. If she wants to do snakes, go for it. Her dad doesn't have anything, no problem with it, so that's I'm good. Yeah, she's trying to do a snake business. All right, I don't know how good that would be, but we'll see how what happens. Um, I found out that my oldest son and my youngest son, that was Alice's twin, they just signed for the house, so they're not going to be moving in until September sometime because they're like they want to paint and there's some stuff they want to do to the house, which is fine. Yeah, like a breeder. That's what she wants to be a breeder, and I hope she does good with it. I really do. But for the house, I think my ex husband is going to stay where he's at right now. He said he would just like to have some quiet peace time. I think him and our oldest son are kind of like clodding heads right now. He was saying something to me about his attitude and everything, and I just think he needs a little time away. I'll tell her. That's what I'm hearing. I think that's why she's trying to do it. Okay, get it. Yeah, there's a lot of snakes in the breeding industry. Yep, that is a good one, popcorn. I like it. But I mean, I hope she does good. I'm not gonna worry about it. But like I said, I haven't really spoken to her. Um, I think the last time I texted her, is about coming down and watch the Avatar movie with me, and she's supposed to get back to me. Never got back to me. I mean, it is what it is. If I, s- I'll speak to her eventually, or she'll speak to me. She's just doing her thing, and I'm just doing my thing right now. But like I said, the two boys, the youngest and the oldest, did sign the house. They own a house now, and I think the boys are all going to move in. Kenny, David, and Daniel, my sons, are all going to move together. But like I said, I was talking to their dad last night. We text. We really don't talk a lot, but we text. And he was saying that they're not planning on moving in until probably sometime in September. Which I said that's only like 2 months away, because they want to do a little work onto the house, like paint and stuff like that. They have hardwood floors, and my ex husband, that's what he used to do with his father and brother, and he's going to do the hardwood floors for him. And I'm like, are you sure you can still do that? Because he was a truck driver. He did the hardwood floors. That's what he first did with his brothers and stuff, and his dad, well, his brother and dad. And then he went to truck driving. And I'm like, I'm joking with him. I said, you sure you up to that? Because doing hardwood floors is not an easy job. Yes, my oldest one is not that's the one who does not speak to me, and I don't think we've spoken in 3 years. So, but I did let my son know, and I did let my ex-husband know that I have a dining room table with a bench, and they can take those chairs that I have to go with it. And I want to get rid of that couch. I have the recliner couch plus an end table they can have. I have a little grill thing that I've had. I think I've used it twice. They can have that. It's like a George Foreman kind of grill, but better, and it has changeable plates and stuff. I have all that. They can have that. I have a set of dishes they can have. I have some washcloths they can have. They might have to go buy towels because I really don't have a lot of towels. I thought I might, but I really don't. And I was telling my ex, I said, I have all kinds of stuff, and they are more than welcome to have it because I will not need it. And that way I can get rid of some of the stuff out of my house too and help them out being homeowners so they don't have to go and buy a lot of furniture and stuff right now and take their time. I said I also have a because our daughter is going to stay with her dad. And I said, well, that'd be cool. Then she'll finally get her own room because right now she's in the living room because they only have a three bedroom, 1 bath rental that they have, and he's going to stay there for a while. He says he doesn't want to move in with them right now. He said, I said, what was going on? He says, I'm getting tired of his attitude. And I said, you must be talking about the oldest. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, okay. I said, well, you know how our oldest son is. Yes. He definitely is. Yeah, he's a pistol. But he says he's just going to stay there. He says, I just want to take a year or so without all them. And then you never know. He might stay there permanently. Who knows? Let the boys do what they want to do. And hopefully Alice eventually will find somebody and be on our own too. But I'm not. We'll have to wait and see. But I said I have stuff for them. They will be taken. I said as soon as I can get the chest freezer empty, they can have that. Because I do have to go through the one out there, clean it out, defrost it, then I can relocate my food. Yeah, because he said he pays the rent anyway, and they were just helping him with the electric and whatever cable and stuff like that. And he said he wants to stay where he's at. I think he pays. I think he said 700. He lives in Virginia, so I think he said he pays like 700. So it's not bad where I pay 1,000. So it's not bad, and that's good. I mean, like you said, the kids have been with him all their lives. So he said he just wants a little alone time. And then, even though Alice is going to stay with him for right now, so we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I hope things work out for him, and I hope I can get rid of some stuff. They are more than welcome to have it. That's why I said they can have it. I really want to get a lot of the stuff decluttered and out of my house. So eventually, when I do move, I won't have a lot of stuff to move. Yeah. Well, I live in Maryland. Virginia is cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. I'm not sure what part of Virginia you're thinking of, but Maryland is it's outrageous. Like I said, I pay $1,000 for this old beat up house where the floor is dry rotten in the kitchen by the door, and I have to get a refrigerator, and I mean the floors are so uneven. It's pathetic. And for me, when I was looking to get a little efficiency apartment, it was 1,089, but that included the utilities. This house doesn't include utilities. I mean, I could probably afford that because as long as it includes utilities, but right now I can't do it right now because I have all these. I have 2 cats, which one's mine, one's my daughter's, and my dog. I I won't be able to take her to an apartment because she would be barking at every little noise. She does that now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you live in Canada, so they are expensive. Canada's very expensive, but our money is worth more there. It's weird. Hopefully, I'll find another place. But right now, like I said, I have to worry about my dog. I can't take her anywhere because she would be barking. If you live in an apartment, I'll have people complaining about her constantly barking. So that's why I'm still here for right now. And I'll take time. I got a lamp back there. I wonder if they want that lamp because I was going to take that to the dump and recycle it. That lamp that's right there. They might. I don't know. We'll see. Because I want to take it to the dump and see if, and just set it out there and maybe somebody else will take it because I'm not going to use it. Wow. Oh, I bet. Everything, yeah, over in England, yeah. That's what the world is. It costs too much to live today. It really does. And then with me needing the refrigerator and I can't really afford one, and then trying to find somebody who will, not charge me an arm and a leg to disconnect my ice maker. Yeah, it's ridiculous how much stuff costs today. You have to be careful of everything you purchase because it costs too much. So yeah, I know it's ridiculous, but that's it. I mean, I'm looking forward to them getting their house and getting rid of some stuff out of here because I can definitely set them up. Like I said, I have dishes and everything. I could help them out. They are going to have to get silverware, glasses. I don't have those. I don't have any extra stuff like that. Um, I might, they might have to get pots and pans. I mean, there is stuff that they have to get, but I can't help them out with some stuff. I told my husband, ex-husband, because Alice's bed, she doesn't have a frame. I said, I have a frame. I said, I think it is for a twin bed. I think it was for a twin and it goes up to a queen. Um, I said, just come and look at it and see. I said, she could have that. It's sitting back in there. I can get rid of some stuff. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to is getting rid of stuff. I wonder if they want the desk because I have a desk that's still in the box, never been opened. I got for Christmas years ago. I never put it together because I got this other one and I put this one together. Let's see, I have a little TV over there they might want, but it's so old. I'll probably just take it to the dump and put it in their electronic thing and ship it off. I kind of do. I vape. I'm working. Yeah, it's a habit. It's a nasty habit. I'm working on getting off of it. I started with the highest. Now I'm working down. I'm not too bad though. I only want it more, and I'm home because I'm not doing anything, and I go outside and sit, and me dog goes out. So I want like hours yesterday. Didn't touch it. Didn't really get a craving of it. And I'm home, and that's when I get the craving. I can go to work and think about it maybe 3 times. And yeah, when I'm home, I want it more. But I'm vaping and I'm working to get down to where I can quit because I don't want to get back full city. It's not as bad. I noticed when I was smoking, I can go through a pack and no problem a day. And started. Somebody said, "Well, try to do the vape, and then that way you can gradually go off of it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I should try it." And then Sheets gave me a coupon to try, so I did it. I guess it all depends on what you smoke. I don't smoke the menthol ones. I don't like. I'm not a menthol person. I get their classic or rich, whatever they call it. Um, I have another device here. I haven't opened this one because I'm using the one I already have. So I might just see if somebody wants this because, like I said, they had Sheets offers coupons. I buy this and I buy the pod that goes with it, and I think it was like $4. Yeah, that's how they get you. So yeah, but I did buy this and I bought a pod. I think I'm on 2.4. I started with the 5 because cigarettes. Yeah, and then I smoked a cigarette. I got a couple of cigarettes from a guy at work, and I didn't like how they taste. So yeah. Ooh, Newports. are over $12. They just went up, and I think Marlboros were over 11. Yes, cigarettes smoke is, yeah, it does. It stinks. I noticed when I quit, I can tell when people smoke because I smelled it on them, and it does stink. You could tell when people are coming in there and they're high as crap because they smell like a skunk. So you know what they're smoking. I would sit there and say, "Yep, he's high," because all I smell was skunk on him. I smell that a lot at work. It stinks. I hate it. And I know when I quit smoking that time, it's people would come in and I said, "Damn, I used to smell like that." And they go, "Yeah, when you smoke, that's what you smell like. You smell it all in your clothes, your hair, everywhere." Yeah, that is weird. It's made from the same company, I would think. I don't know, but I don't buy the cigarettes. I just do the vape. The vape lasts me a long time, a lot longer than the cigarettes did. And like I said, I'm gradually building where I'm going off. I think the next one is a 1.6 or something like that. It's nice smell weed, don't you know? It smells like a skunk. If they get some flavored weeds, maybe it smells like somebody has messed with a skunk and they got shot with this. Yeah, the spray. That's what it smells like. Weed smells like skunk. I know it's legal here now. I mean, I can just go and tell them, "Hey, I need something for pain," or and I can buy it. But I no, I haven't. I've talked to people about it, and they said I should try it and see if it would help with pain. Maybe one day, but right now I'm not really worried about it. I'm just doing this and then get off of that and quit. But that's it. I'm not doing a cigarette. Like I said, I bummed a cigarette for my friend at work, and I'm like, ooh, this tastes nasty because I'm used to doing the vape now, and cigarettes now taste nasty. It didn't. I don't remember cigarettes smelling like that when I didn't smoke. Yeah, because I mean, my grandparents smoked, my dad and them smoked, and I don't remember them smelling like that when I didn't smoke. I didn't. It didn't bother me, but now it stinks. If you smoke, it does. It smells. So they must have did something. I think they just added more chemicals and stuff to it to really get people hooked on it. So it's hard for them to try to quit because I've been smoking over oh god over 40 years. I think I was like 16, 17 when I started, and it's a very hard habit to quit. It seems like I think they just make it stronger. I don't know. I started, being stupid. I picked up that cigarette when we had John's little get together for his birthday, and I asked my brother in law for a cigarette. So I should have never asked. Brainwashing, yeah. Probably not. But I know if you don't smoke, like if you used to smoke and then you quit smoking, you could smell it, and you don't realize how the smoke gets in your house and your clothes and how you smell. I don't do that. I go outside. Even if I'm vaping, I'll go outside, and I'll smoke, so I don't get it all in my house. If you see my walls or well my ceiling, that's not from smoking. That's from the kerosene heater. No, I don't. I wouldn't say anybody's an idiot. Uh, if they want to smoke in their house, that's up to them. A lot of people smoke in their house, and people don't. It's like I don't want to smoke in my house because it does stain your walls and stuff. You will get a smoker stain. That's it. Like I said, I go outside and do it. I don't smoke in here, and I also rent, and she doesn't want people smoking in the house too. So, and I understand that. Like, I'm pretty sure when I do leave, I'm not going to be getting my security deposit back, but I really don't care. Because with this carpet's ruined. It's the house is old. Probably a lot of places now don't want you to smoke. It ain't going to make you quit. You're still going to smoke. You just go outside. When it gets too cold, I won't be doing that because it's too cold out there. And I don't like going out at night because all the freaking mosquitoes. I tell you, they eat you up out there. We have some praying mantises out back too. I chased one away yesterday because he was like hanging on my door, and I'm afraid he's going to come in the house. So I had to chase him off the house, well, out the door. And now there's another one out there. Yeah. See, that's the subject that it's a no-win situation, guys. It is. It's just a no-win situation with smoking and everything, even alcohol. Look how they tried to ban alcohol. What happened back in the day? Now it's legal. You can drink. It's just a no-win situation. And then what? They try to ban drugs. Oh, well, now it's legal. You can go and buy you some pot. So there you go. Eventually, everything's going to be legal. They're not even, especially, they're not even going to worry about cigarettes anymore. Well, you used to be able to smoke, remember, airplanes and bars and stuff like that. But then when people doesn't smoke, didn't like the smell. Yeah, human rights. But that's okay. You know, yeah, we'll be all right. It'd be okay. But that is my update, guys. I'm just going to hold off. Like I said, something was telling me not to get it. And like I said, I was having that buyer's remorse, you know, and I'm glad when I called, I was going to add that ice maker that they canceled my order. So I said, just go ahead and just cancel it. I mean, they wanted me to come back down there and fork out some more money without getting my money back yet. I'm like, no, just go ahead and cancel it. I'll just get something else later. I'll get another one eventually. But right now, I'm good with my little mini fridge, and we'll see what happens in another few weeks. I'm trying to think, a few weeks or so, if I get somebody to help me, and maybe try to go to the market. That's what I'm going to ask my ex-husband, because I'll be off. Actually, I told you I get like a weekend off every month at work, and I'm trying to figure out when I was off again, and I think beginning of August, I might have my weekend off, and I think I might ask him if he can come down with his truck. Maybe if Kenny or one of our sons, besides my oldest, is home on the weekend, can come with him. If I get that capped off, and we go to the market and see if I can find me a used refrigerator there. We even have like what are they called? I can't think what they're called. Where they sell used stuff. We have a place down in Lexington Park, I believe. I can also check them once I get the ice maker capped off, and then I'll go from there about getting a replacement refrigerator in the house. If I try to go get the one where they sell it, I can't think of it. I think it's called Habitat. I think that's what they call it, where they sell used furniture and stuff like that. Yeah, like a thrift store. Um, I think somebody said they might deliver too. So I'll check. I'll figure out something. But right now, I am not in no hurry to be forking out money right now. I got bills that got to be paid. And I don't want to have to spend all my money in my account right now on buying a new refrigerator when I want to be moving in a few years. So, yeah, I think the store was called Habitat, where they sell used stuff. Yes. Because somebody said, well, why don't you go to, I think they said Habitat. I'm like, oh, where was that at? And they told me where it was at. I said, well, I will definitely have to go check them out about getting me a new refrigerator. Will be new even though it's used. Something like that. I'll find something. I'm not in no hurry. But all right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Like I said, I got some stuff I need to get done today before I go back to work tomorrow, like wash some clothes, clean the cat litter box, and vacuum. Yeah, I got a few things I need to get done in the house before I go back to work because I'll be tired afterwards. I don't go back to work. I got to work my. I said I work my 8.5 days, 8.5 hours, but I don't have to go in tomorrow until 4. So that's good. So I'm working 4 to 12:30 the next 3 days, and then the last 2 days I have to work at overnights, and I'm working 11 to 7:30, and then I'll have the 19th and the 20th off, and I ain't gonna be doing much. Just sitting at the house. I ain't doing too much. All right, I'm going to go. It's been almost an hour. Thanks, Popcorn and Patrick, for stopping by. I appreciate y'all coming by and chatting with me and let y'all know what's going on with the refrigerator. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Have a nice weekend. Bye, guys. See you later. Thank you.